Welcome to Magic Penny Reading Parent Workshop Number 1. We will be discussing phonemic awareness and how to help children develop phonemic awareness using Magic Penny Reading Level A, Early Literacy Games. Parents and teachers working together means literacy success for all children. If we work together, all our children will be successful readers. Magic Penny Reading provides organized and fun-filled games and materials that enable parents and teachers to guide a child step by step to develop skills they need to become successful readers, writers, and critical thinkers. Parents and teachers form a partnership. They get together for a few workshops where they discuss an overview of the activities and skills they will be guiding their children to master over the next few months. Teachers send home newsletters to keep parents informed about what game or activity their child will be working on next in school and how parents can help their children at home. Magic Penny Time. Parents should schedule 10 minutes a day for Magic Penny games and activities that develop important beginning reading skills. During this time, they should guide their child to play the simple game or activity that has been explained in the newsletter that the teacher has sent home. All materials are provided to parents, and every child first gets introduced to the new game or activity at school before bringing it home. It is a fact, no two children are alike. Children do not all begin to talk, sit up, crawl, or walk at the same chronological age. Children do not all learn to read and write at the same chronological age either. Yet school systems are programmed to teach children based on their chronological age. That is one reason why so many children get left behind. Just as every child must first develop the basic skills that work together to enable them to sit up, crawl, walk, run, hop, skip, or jump, every child must be allowed to develop the basic skills that will enable them to read. The basic set of skills that need to be developed in order for a child to become a successful reader and writer are called phonemic awareness skills. Before beginning, you should take time to visit our website www.magicpennyreading.com so that you can learn the correct pronunciation of each phoneme. Click on the What You Need to Know button and scroll down to the gumballs. Then, by clicking on the gumballs, you will hear the correct pronunciation. You can also click on the Magic Penny to see how it is used in the Magic Penny early reading levels. Most children are enrolled in kindergarten at the same chronological age. However, they vary greatly in their phonemic awareness or reading readiness skills. Children do not all develop the necessary phonemic awareness skills by the time they are 5 or 6 years old, and many children do not develop them without appropriate instruction and practice. Magic Penny Reading Levels. Level A, Early Literacy, Phonemic Awareness. Level B, Pam and Sam. Level C, Bug in a Bag. Level D, Bob's Bugs. Level E, Magic Penny Reading Secrets Book 1, 10 Gumball Books. Level F, Magic Penny Reading Secrets Book 2, The Adventures of Peanut Butter and Jelly. As you can see, Level A, Early Literacy, develops the phonemic awareness skills that all children need before progressing on to the development of more complex skills in levels B through F. Each child is prepared for reading success. This prevents reading failure. It's that simple. While working on phonemic awareness, we work with sounds only. No letters, no letter names. The phonemic awareness games are all listening games. Be sure to give your child time to listen and to think. Repeat the sounds as required, but make sure that you are pronouncing the sounds consistently and correctly. We also work on the order or sequence of sounds in words, first, middle, and last. Level A, Early Literacy Games. Level A has 8 games that enable a child to develop phonemic awareness skills. All 8 early literacy games are designed to develop a child's listening skills. Children are guided to hear the small sounds that make up our words. These sounds are called phonemes. Children are guided to hear the difference between phonemes, to identify the positions of phonemes in words, whether they hear the sound at the beginning, middle, or end of a word, and to manipulate the phonemes by adding sounds, taking sounds away and changing the order of sounds in words. This may appear complicated. However, the game format makes it easy, fun, and achievable by every child. Here are the 8 early literacy games. They are designed to guide a child to develop the necessary phonemic awareness skills through enjoyable listening games that develop a child's listening skills. The put and take games involve pennies and sitting at a table. Put and take games also help a child to develop their attention span and the ability to sit for a 10-minute period. Some parents begin by providing 2 5-minute magic penny times. Use your judgment when beginning your magic penny time at home. When a child has mastered their phonemic awareness skills, they go on to levels B, Pam and Sam, level C, Bug in a Bag, and then level D, Bob's Bugs, where each child bridges the gap between phonemic awareness and reading by completing 9 sequential steps at each level. In level B, Pam and Sam, the sequencing that children have learned in level A by playing their phonemic awareness games and hearing sounds at the beginning, middle, and end of words will help them to learn first, middle, and last letters and left to right sequencing when they begin their activities in level B, Pam and Sam. Children learn that there is a sequence or order for sounds in words and the letters that represent those sounds. They develop the understanding that order is very important. Magic Penny Reading provides differentiated lessons and parental support materials that are organized, sequential, and systematic so teachers and parents can work together to make sure all children can progress at their developmental level and get the practice they need to become successful readers. Some children will master these games and develop skills quickly, and some will need much support and reinforcement. Those who need more practice and reinforcement receive it. No child is rushed through the lessons to keep up only to end up falling further behind. Magic Penny Early Literacy materials provide many levels of differentiated instructional materials to keep all children actively engaged in their learning by making certain that their lessons are fun and rewarding. They are not too difficult or too easy, and children can see the progress they are making. This builds self-confidence and makes learning enjoyable. The old quote, "Practice makes perfect," is as true today as it was many years ago. A concert pianist must first learn their scales and practice before attempting a complicated musical piece. So children must practice to learn the necessary skills for reading. If a child has difficulty with any particular game or activity, they need more guided practice until they master that skill. Children who are missing an important skill, no matter what grade they are in, will continue to experience reading problems until that skill is mastered. Phonemic Awareness Skills, Level A, Early Literacy Games. The following skills are the skills that work together to enable a child to have phonemic awareness. They enable a child to hear all of the differences in the sounds of their spoken language and to understand how these basic sounds or phonemes work together to make up words. These important listening skills must be mastered first before introducing alphabet letters. That is why no letters are introduced until level B, Pam and Sam. Differentiate sounds. Hear the difference between sounds. Children must develop the skill of hearing the difference between sounds like S and Ch, B and P, and N, F and Th. Identify words that have the same beginning sound. Examples: bat, baby, boy, blanket, bottle, bank. Identify words that rhyme or have the same ending sounds. Examples: run, fun, sun, ton, one, bun, and done. Identify beginning, middle, and ending sounds in words. What is the first sound you hear in cat? What is the last sound you hear in cat? What is the middle sound you hear in cat? The skill of blending individual sounds into words. For example, k, a, t, cat, and sh, e, p, sheep. This skill will enable children to decode the sounds in words and then blend those sounds together in order to read the word that the sounds represent. The skill of separating a word into its sounds. For example, taking the word baby and separating the sounds in the correct order is the skill that will enable children to write words correctly, or at least close enough in the beginning for us to understand the ideas children are attempting to communicate in writing. Correct spelling of words with advanced vowel and consonant combinations comes with repeated discussions and lessons about words and how the sounds in words are represented in different ways. This is covered in Magic Penny Reading Secrets Book 1 and then at a more advanced level in Magic Penny Reading Secrets Book 2. The skill of adding sounds to words. For example, what new word do you make when you put the sound s at the beginning of the word at? The new word is sat. This helps children to understand that words are made up of sounds and that when you add a sound to the beginning of a word like at, you actually make a different word, sat. If you add the sound to the end of a word like bed to beds, you change the meaning of the original word. The skill of deleting sounds from words. For example, what new word do you make when you say the word sit without the s? It. The skill of deleting sounds from words also helps children to understand that different words can be made when sounds are removed from words. The skill of changing the order of sounds in words. For example, what new word do you make when you switch the beginning and ending sounds in the word pat? You get the word tap. The skill of moving sounds into different order in words helps children to understand that when you manipulate sounds within words, you get a new word, or perhaps even a nonsense word. Children learn that the order of the sounds is important. The order must stay the same, or a different word or even a nonsense word will be created. This concept helps a child understand when they begin to decode words that they must decode them in the correct order, left to right. And when they begin to write words, they must sound them out and write them in the correct order, or they will end up writing a different word than the one they are trying to spell. They may even write a nonsense word. Therefore, we must identify all of the sounds in the correct order when writing, and we must decode all of the sounds in the correct order in words that we are reading. A child must have phonemic awareness skills in order to become a successful reader, because phonemic awareness skills are the building blocks of reading and writing. In order to read, a child must be able to blend sounds together in the correct order. In order to write, a child must be able to identify sounds out of words in the correct order. With a few parent volunteers in school each day, all levels of the Magic Penny Early Literacy Program can be provided in only 30 minutes a day. This is a photo of a parent literacy volunteer. The following is taken from a letter that she wrote to the Assistant Superintendent about her experiences with the Magic Penny Early Literacy Program. I am a literacy volunteer at the kindergarten classes at East Elementary, where my children attend and where the Magic Penny Reading Program is being used. Each Thursday morning, I spend a half hour with the school's literacy team in each of the 3 kindergarten classes with a small group of students, reinforcing the literacy skills taught using Magic Penny Reading. I am truly amazed at the results of this program. I have watched children go from knowing a few basic sounds of some of the letters to reading short books in as little as 3 to 4 months. Children are so excited when they finish reading an actual book for the very first time. It has and continues to be a joy to watch them launch into a whole new experience and gain self-confidence as they continue to build their newfound knowledge. I firmly believe that the Magic Penny reading not only gives them the strongest literacy foundation possible, but also provides another opportunity to strengthen the partnership between parents, teachers, the Board of Education, and the community. Consider donating a little time one day a week to help your child's teacher facilitate the development of literacy for all of the children in her class. We are happy to have parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles. You may find out that you enjoy being a parent literacy volunteer so much that you volunteer the next year, even though you don't have a child in the kindergarten. How parents can help at home. Play the Early Literacy Kit games with your child for 10 to 15 minutes every day. Start with game number 1 and play the beginning sounds game until your child is good at it. Then play game number 2. Play the rhyming game until your child is good at it. Continue to play all of the games in sequential order. You can play while riding in a car, waiting in line, going food shopping, before or after dinner, etc. Be happy, consistent, and patient. Do not rush your child. Your child must discover how to be successful at each game. Give them plenty of time to think. This makes the brain connections they need. Play each game until your child can do it easily before attempting the next game. Reading game time should be fun time. Remember, all of the phonemic awareness skills need to be mastered. Some will be easier, some will be harder. Be patient and make Magic Penny time fun. Please continue to read to your child every night, visit the library, make sure your child sees you reading for your own enjoyment. The Pickle in the Middle game is great for helping your child to strengthen their identification of rhyming words as well as their auditory memory skills. The Penny Dare game is great for helping your child to develop their thinking fluency or ability to think faster. There are many parent support materials also available as free downloads from the Magic Penny Reading website. A phonemic foundation will enable your child to become a successful reader. This is one of the most important gifts a parent can give to a child. Parent-teacher partnership. We work together. We help each other. No child gets left behind. Your child develops wonderful reading, writing, and critical thinking skills. Pretty awesome, huh? If you have questions, you can call the school for help, or you can go to www.magicpennyreading.com for guidance on correct sound pronunciation. What you are doing for your child can be explained very simply by the wisdom of an ancient Chinese proverb. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Our dream is that all children learn how to read by developing necessary reading skills early to prevent problems before they can even happen. Magic Penny Reading will enable you to make learning how to read one less thing to worry about. Just like magic. This is not the end. It is just the beginning. Let's all work together to make learning how to read one less thing for everyone to worry about. Just like magic.